Hey, we are back into the Virginia This Morning kitchen with restaurateur and chef Joy Crump. And Joy has got a great tasting soup recipe for you to enjoy today and maybe make tonight in your own kitchen. Great to see you, Joy. Thanks for coming in.
Nice to see you again, too.
It smells divine. What are we making here today, Joy?
Thank you. This is Mushroom-Farro Soup, and it's one of those things where I feel like, you know, you go to the grocery store with these intentions to eat better and try different things, and you're like, what is that? And I'm into grains right now. It's just, I don't know, I just think they're really interesting. And farro is one of those things that I just sort of stumbled upon in one of the restaurants that I worked at, and I fell in love with it. It's really hearty, chewy, and this is a soup where farro is one of the main ingredients, and it's super simple. I've got mushrooms and onions here. We just saute them. We get some really great color on there. We deglaze the pan, and that just means add a little wine or any liquid really, and bring up all that wonderful brown that you're making on the bottom of the pan. Just bring it up, and it's just going to add some richness to the soup. And then we go in with our stock. And I wanted to show you the difference between, this is just vegetable stock. We make our own at the restaurant, but most people pull it off the shelf. It's totally fine. You can do that. But if you just boil your vegetable stock with a little bit of fresh mushroom, there's the difference.
You come out with that.
Yeah, it's just, it's like, it gives it like another layer of flavor, a little richness, and it's just going to make your soup that much better.
For any vegetarians out there, this will be perfect for them.
Absolutely. This is all vegetarian. It's really cool to find another like source of nutrients and protein, and farro has great, it's a grain that's just packed with protein. So
yeah, you were saying that grains that you're into right now, there are a lot of food critics that are into grains as well, because you were saying it's almost like a superfood.
It is. You know, vegetarians, and I think people who cook for vegetarians are always trying to mimic some of the sensations that you get from meat. You know, you want the texture, you want the fat, you want like the naughtiness, you want all those things, and it's hard to strike those chords at the same time. And mushrooms give you that perfect combination of really good firm texture and depth of flavor like meat might, and then the grains give you a great chew. It's almost like they bite you back. It's just,
I like that.
It's really, really good.
They have a dish that bites back, a little naughty, and has that great texture of meat as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Because some people, they're probably thinking like soup, it's not hearty, it's not going to fill me up, I need to eat something afterwards, but that doesn't sound like this dish right here.
No, every spoonful really is just full of texture and flavor. I had a chef in culinary school, and he said when you're making soup, one of the keys is make sure that the ingredients that you're putting in there are the same size and they'll fit on the spoon. So when you get a spoonful, you got a little mushroom, you got a little onion, you got a little farro. You don't want like some giant thing that you can't, you know, so you can get the sensations the way that they're intended to be brought to you. So again, really simple, just the saute of the vegetables, deglaze it with the wine, add some stock. I pour in my raw farro, but in this case I had it cooked a little bit. I pour in the farro, and then that's it. You let it simmer for about 15 minutes until that farro is cooked through, and you can just see it's like brown is good. I'm brown. Brown is good. You know, you cook it and you get that wonderful depth and layer of flavor.
Farro, is it readily accessible in a lot of these different stores, or do you have to go to a specialty store to find this?
Wegmans, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, just, you know, you've got those like bins and then aisle with all the grains that you're just like, what are these? That's one of the greens there. I'm really into quinoa. That's another one.
That's a good one. I
Barley.
like that.
Just really good textures, and it starts out really kind of nondescript. Like I said, it looks like brown rice. I mean, really, that's what it does.
What else can we do with farro?
We treat it like risotto sometimes at our restaurant. In other words, we cook it nice and slow. We'll add vegetables like maybe some chopped broccoli, some fresh spinach. We can go all the way, like go for the meat eaters and add bacon and tomato to it.
Very versatile.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it goes a long way.
All right, now if someone is home, they're cooking for themselves, and this is a pot of soup. This is a lot of soup. What do you recommend? Can this sit for a couple of days as well? You freeze it, because you wouldn't want it to go to waste.
Nope, but you can control the amount. I mean, this what I'm making here, it's going to feed your family, 4 people. You throw it with a nice tossed salad, a couple of pieces of bread, and you do, like you said, you have that full meal where you're not really yearning for something else.
Right.
Maybe you take a little bowl of it to work the next day, you're good to go. So yeah, you don't have to feed an army. You can make just a little bit, and I mean, it's almost embarrassing how little it costs. You know, it's like this is probably, I don't like to say it because we charge a little more at the restaurant, right? But but I mean, this is literally like $2 worth of product, you know, in terms of just a couple dollars. Grains are cheap. They're cheap as heck. Wine, you know what you can do with that later.
Sure.
And then you've got,
not going to waste that.
Yeah, mushrooms and onions.
And
Just
you
really
were saying,
inexpensive.
glazing this, people that are concerned about the alcohol consumption?
Leave it out. Just deglaze it with the stock then. Just the point is you want to cook those mushrooms until you achieve that nice brown color, and you're going to see, you know, brownness on the bottom of the pot. Don't leave that to like wash and throw down your drain. No, deglaze it. Pull it up with the vegetable stock. Get it off of there. You'll get that rich brown flavor in there.
Enjoy, as you said, brown is good, girl.
Brown is good. You know that.
Right. Or she's going to serve it up right here. You
Absolutely.
can find this great tasting recipe right there on our website early this afternoon at WTVR.com/VTM.